If you have a website and you are interested in gaining more than 10,000 organic clicks a month, I'm going to share with you 2 content formats that get me consistently more than 10,000 clicks to my website every single month. Whether it's for search engines or AI interfaces like Grok, DeepSeek, Perplexity, Claude, ChatGPT, these 2 content formats will help you create organic visibility and drive traffic to your website. Hi, my name is Jason and I've been doing SEO for the past 10 years. If you are interested in learning more about SEO, I have a free workshop and resources in the description of this video, so go check that out. And what I want to share with you today is exactly how you can optimize certain formats of content to get exponential organic visibility. Format number 1. Now, this format is what I call user-centric content. You're gonna say, what the hell does that mean? Well, what it means is that you stop creating content around keywords and you start thinking about what the user needs when they make that search. And this is really important that people reverse engineer this to their industry or their market or the audience that they're trying to influence. Now, this one blog post that I'm going to put here is from one of my websites. It gets me more than 10,000 clicks a month, and it's 1 page on my website. My website has around 396 pages, I think. So this 1 page gets me more than 10,000 organic clicks because I did something different than all of the other results in Google. Whether it was the Weber websites, whether it was Amazon, whether it was, you might say, affiliated websites, I beat them because I did one thing different to what they were doing. I realized that when people wanted to build an outside grill or barbecue, they were concerned about not just the measurements of the grill, where it was going to fit, but how big the grill should be based on how many people you would be serving up your average Sunday or Saturday grill for. Sounds kind of crazy, right? People come around, you do a barbecue at your house. One of the things you should be thinking about is if you're going to buy a Weber grill or build a grill, is you should be concerned about, okay, how big should the grill be for how much food I want to fit on it? If you're a master, pit master, or a grilling master, you might need a bigger grill, but how many people, how many pieces of meat or vegetable or fish are going to fit on that grill? And that's what I did. I set out and created an in-depth table explaining how big the grill should be if you were to build one or buy one, for how many pieces of food you wanted to fit on the grill, and also how many you wanted to serve. This sounds really crazy, but if you type in Google DIY Argentine grill or how to build an Argentine barbecue, my piece of content will come up first. And the reason being is because I created user-centric content. This format of content does extremely well in AI engines such as Perplexity, Claude, Gemini, Grok, DeepSeek, etc. But it also does phenomenally well in search engines, traditional search engines like Google. So stop thinking about just chasing the keyword and just making sure the keyword is in the titles and the descriptions and all of that good stuff. That's fine. But think about how the user is going to engage with the content and what you need to provide around them that is going to support their search experience and provide something that the search engines currently aren't fulfilling. You can get examples of this by going over to Reddit, Quora, Facebook groups, and look at what people are searching that they can't already find on search engines. This is a great way for you to find content ideas and gaps in the search engines. Format number 2, statistics. Now, this is kind of obvious, right? Many link building strategies in the past were around, hey, create statistic driven content, and it kind of acquires links naturally because you're now a resource that someone else can link to. But I've taken statistics to the next level, and it's like statistics 2.0. Content, when you're creating content for your website, you can think about statistics from a different angle that will provide you with the opportunity to increase the user experience when they find those statistics. What this means is that most content that contained statistics in the past was just an article or a page with a big table, a big data dump, as I like to call it, and that was it. I like to take this to the next level by expanding this to more resources. So what you can do is you can create a statistic-driven page, but then you can link out to all of the resources that people will need to continue their experience. People don't do this generally because they're like, I don't want someone clicking out of my website to somewhere else. It doesn't matter because you've already brought them to your site in the first place. So if you've done your homework and you've improved, that you've created the possibility of bringing someone to your website, then if your content is rich, if you've driven authority, if you've created value, it's highly likely someone's going to remember you and come back to your website at a later date. You can retarget them, you can put them into your mailing list, you can do so many other things with that piece of data. The point is, if you just create a static table with data that has no external resources, you are limiting yourself to the amount of value you can give to that user. Go a step further, provide links, provide downloads, provide resources, provide templates. This does very well because people and search engines and the AI interfaces observe this as valuable. Content that has high utility does 10 times better than fluffy, just badly structured content. I'm going to give you another example. So this is one of also on my website. This blog here does very, very well. And this isn't your standard blog. This is an archive page of all of the restaurants in Buenos Aires. And it also has a breakdown of the type of cuisine you can find in Buenos Aires or other cities in South America, Argentina. And then you can also filter by the ratings of the restaurants and whether they're vegetarian or not, and many other filters. This gives you the possibility of providing people with more and more resources. So when someone types something like restaurant guide for Argentina, you come out first, not just because you create a listicle of all of the restaurants and key features, but you provide something that the search engines currently aren't providing. And by that, you create more value and then you build on that. And one of the things we did is we created a beautiful archive page. We put all of the restaurants into the archive page, we optimize them, and then people can find the restaurant they want and they click out, go to the Google Maps and send a reservation. Of course, yes, you can affiliate it. Yes, you can gate it. Yes, you can monetize it. But the point of this video is about how you can create content formats that do very, very well in search engines and in AI interfaces. So I hope these two formats are understandable. If you want to find out more, please drop me a message or put something in the comment. But remember, think about the user and creating content around the user, especially the buyer journey. And when you think about statistic-driven content, think about how you can create a unique experience for those statistics and not just dump it as data and leave it there to do its thing. Improve the relationship of the user with the statistics, and don't fear to link out to other resources because you don't want people leaving your website or your ecosystem. So if you found this video interesting, I would really like you to subscribe, like, share, or engage. And most importantly, check out the resources I'll leave in the description. If you're interested in joining any of our programs or even just signing up for some of our free resources or training, don't hesitate, check it out, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.